Hey there, welcome back to Blog Builder Basics with JP Letnick and Sapphire SEO. And today we're going to show you a couple things that can help you stay legal in the online world. We've learned a lot of things the hard way, and also ways to speed up your process of getting your website up and running and pretty and getting going on all the content that you need to create for your site. So a few things. Outsourcing, very important for your site, especially if you're not very strong suited in a lot of the technical skills like web design, for example, or graphic design. A couple good sites that you can go to. So one specifically is Fiverr.com. If you're looking for a header design or some graphic design or logo design, I would highly recommend that you go to Fiverr. And I mean, in the right hand side you can go see, just hover over graphic design, click on logo design. And then I click the rating, so the top ratings show up first. And then you have a whole bunch of different logo design people that will do a logo for you, and multiple revisions, Photoshop files, they'll send you the source files, everything, depending, make sure you read what they offer. But it's usually for $5. So, I mean, you can't really go wrong with paying a designer $5 for a logo anymore. I mean, that's just, it used to be unheard of. You used to pay a couple $100s for a logo, and you didn't get unlimited revisions. So it's highly suggested that you go to Fiverr, Fiverr.com, and take a look at here. You can also get everything from article writing, you can get video and animation. There's just tons of stuff you can do here. But if you don't have the technical skills and you're going to waste your time, let's say you're spending more than an hour doing something, your time is more valuable than $5 per hour. So outsource to Fiverr.com. Get someone for $5 to do it for you. Takes it out of your mind. You can move on to something more productive. So outsourcing, very, very, very beneficial for you in your business. Even if you are just starting out, you need to have some sort of running capital. And so Fiverr.com is going to keep your overhead costs low. Check them out. Another thing is a lot of individuals will go to Google.com and look up for images on the Google Images search because you don't know any better. And that's fine. I didn't know any better for a while. And the sad thing for me is I got caught using some images on my site which I thought were public domain images, and I thought anybody could use them, and it ended up being that they weren't, and I was charged $1,000 per image on my website because I had grabbed them from Google Images. And from there, my lesson learned is that you want to use royalty-free images. So you pay a little bit up front. It's only going to cost you maybe $1 to $5 per image, but then you have the access to use that image on your site, and you don't have to pay $1,000 per image. It can turn into a pretty costly bill. So site I recommend, highly recommend, is 123rf.com. So you can get the link down below, or you can go directly there. But here, you can type in anything you want. So let's say you want to get something for your band. So type in music in the images. Now, you have a whole bunch of images that come up. Filtering process is on the left. So if you want something that's horizontal, more for a header type deal, you click horizontal, refine search, and you're going to get a more horizontal images rather than vertical. That way you have more flexibility with using them for inside a header image like this, for example. There's lots of different options. Very high quality images here. You do have to buy credits, and it's not very expensive. So I mean, go ahead and do what you want. You can also get vectors. So if you want to search for vectors, so vectors is basically just images that you can actually use and scale, and the way that they're built is that they won't distort. They're flexible in so many different ways. It's amazing. So vectors, great for logos, great for animations on your site, whatever you want. Tons of them here. Another good website for you to go to is sxc.hu. This is a public domain image storing, so not as high volume amount of images here, but if you want to, you can try them out too. If you type music in the search, see you've got different options here. You've got about 50 pages worth of images that you can choose from. Whenever you click on an image, you're going to see different standards and restrictions. If it says standard restrictions apply, then you're fine. You can go ahead and use this image. Click on it, pulls a big, huge honking image. You want to size it down if you're going to use it. But these are free, so these are free to use. This is usually a place I check first, and then if I can't find anything on here, then I go to 123rf.com/# Top Alpha Mentor. Basically, those are the two main things that I just want to point out to you. Is use the Fiverr.com for the outsourcing, anything that you need. It's going to take you more than an hour. Photos, make sure you don't just grab them off of Google Images. You make sure that you grab them off of something like the free public domain or the royalty-free stock image sites. I would recommend 123RF over iStock and Getty Images because both Getty Images and iStock typically I find are bullying small business owners who accidentally might be having copyrighted material on their site, and they send a cease and desist letter where they don't just send a cease and desist. They actually fine you right then and there with a fine that's not large enough to go to court over, but it's definitely not small enough to not make a dent in your finances. So use 123rf.com and also sxc.hu. Otherwise, this has been JP Latnick with a little bit of tidbits on how to do some outsourcing and to save yourself some money, and in the long run, some huge heartache with legality. I'll talk to you later.